Guys, welcome back to this channel with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today we go again with another set of 5 questions from Neco past question. So we have question 12 on board. The question says, in an arithmetic progression, that's AP. AP is also called the linear sequence. The first term is 3, so that means A is equals to 3. That's the first term. And the sum of the third and 12th term is 38 on number 1 over 2. Now, for the third term, now, of course, for me to before I do this, let me simply give the formula for the AP. For AP is Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 close bracket what D. That is formula for AP. So since we are illustrating the third term, that means in this case now, n will be equals to what 3. So if n equals to 3 and I replace into this formula, I should have T3 is equals to A is 3 plus 3 minus 1 close bracket what D. Of course, D is unknown. All right, so we have 3 plus what 2D. So this is for what? For the third term. So we also do the same thing for the what? For the 12th term. So for the 12th term now, when n is now 12, so when n is 12, we replace into this formula, we should have T12 is equals to A plus, okay, I have my A already, let me replace that 2 at once, plus open bracket 12 minus 1 close bracket what D. Okay, so we now have it as T12 is equals to what? 3 plus 11D. So this is for the 12th term. So we are told that the sum of the two, that means T3 plus T12 is equals to 38 whole number 1 over 2. So what is T3? What do we have as a result? 3 plus 2D plus sum means we are adding T12, which is what? 3 plus 11D. So is equals to 38 whole number 1 over 2. So from here now we can collect like times. So if you collect like times here, we should have 13D, that's 2D plus 11D, right? Then 3 plus 3 gives what? 6. Is equals, you can change this one back to decimal, that will give us 38.5. So if you collect like times again, you have 13D is equals to what? 38.5 minus what? 6. So that will give you 13D is equals to what? So 38.5 minus 6, let me use calculator for that. Minus 6, it gives me 32.5. 32.5. So to get the value of D, we divide both sides by what? 13. So we are looking for D in this case first. So divide by 13, I have 2.5. That's 2 whole number 1 over 2. Same thing as that fraction over there. So we have D to be 2.5 now. But we are asked to find the 17th term. So please permit me, I would like to, you can pause the video and write this. So we are looking for the 17th term. So T17 is unknown. T17 is unknown. So from the formula again, we have it as Tn equals to A plus bracket n minus 1D. So of course now in this case now we have the D already. So A is still remaining as what? 3 and D is what? 2.5. So if you replace all these parameters now into this equation, so n already is what? 17. So you can calculate the value of what? T17. So T17 will now be equals to what is A? 3 plus 17 minus 1, then D, that's what? Times 2.5. So that will give you 3 plus what? 17 minus 1 gives what? 16 multiplied by 2.5. Okay, so we have 3 plus what? If you multiply that, multiply by 16, we have 40. So 3 plus 40 gives what? 43. So let's check our option. So the answer is 43. That will be option B. I believe this is clear. Okay. So the next question 13, says the Venn diagram below shows the number of students who wrote biology, physics, and mathematics during Neco SSC in a certain school. Find the number of students who wrote at least 2 subjects and the total number of students in the school respectively. Now, we are meant to calculate for 2 things here. The first one is to get the number of students who wrote at least 2 subjects. What do you understand by the word at least? At least means from 2 and above. So let's analyze the diagram here clearly. Biology, physics, and mathematics. What numbers occupies 2 subjects? We have 5. You can see this 5 is the intermediary between biology and what? Physics. This is 5. That is occupying 2 subjects. So we write that. The first one is 5. And we are calculating for the first question. Followed by 1. We add it together. by 7. That's also connect two subjects. Then because they use the word at least, means it can be 2 and above. So we have to take the middle one because the middle value here indicates all three. So that's going to be plus 4. So let's add this together. 5 plus 1 is 6, right? Then 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus this is what? 17. Okay, so you can see now we've gotten the first answer to be 17. That means option A, C, and E is out. Our answer will be from either B or D because B or D has 17. So let's analyze the second part too. Says the total number of students in the school. For you to get the number of students in the school is only a summation of all the values in the circle plus the NIDA. That this circle represents the subset of a Venn diagram. So all the values in this circle plus NIDA will give you total number of students in that class. So let's add 6 plus 5 plus 3. I'm taking it like this, plus 7 plus 4 plus 1 plus 6 and plus 4. Don't forget that. So let's add this together. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 3, 14. 14 plus 7, 21. 21 plus 4, 25. 25 plus 1, 26. 26 plus 6, 32. 32 plus 4, that's 36. So our answer is 17, 36. So option D is the correct answer. I believe that is clear. So let's go to the next question. On board says the third term of a geometric progression is 18. So another name for geometric progression here is simply exponential sequence. So we're told that the third term is 18. That means U3 is equals to 18. And the sixth term, which is U6 now, is equals to 486. Find the first term. So we are looking for the value of what? A. So the formula for geometric progression is simply un is equals to ar raised to power n minus 1. So that's for the nth term of a geometric progression. Good. So after getting all these parameters now, we need to replace all our values now into this equation. So if I replace the first one now, when n equals to 3, let me do that here. When n equals to 3, I'm replacing here, I will have u3 is equals to what? A, which is unknown, r, unknown, let me write that too, common ratio is unknown, then n again is what? 3 minus 1. So if you evaluate this, you have ar squared. So u3 equals to ar squared, and we have been given the value of u3 to be 18. So if I replace it now, I should have ar squared is equals to what? 18. So I'll call that equation 1. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to illustrate, to analyze this u6 too. When n is now 6, if I replace into this formula, I should have u6 is equals to what? A, unknown, r, 6 minus 1. So I'll have u6 equals to what? Ar raised to power what? 5. So we have u6 already to be 486. If I replace, I'll have 486 is equals to Ar raised to power what? 5. I'll call that equation 2. So these two equations, I will solve them simultaneously. So the first one is, let me bring it out here. Ar raised to power 2 is equals to 18. I call that equation 1. And Ar raised to power 5 is equals to what? 486, equation 2. So it doesn't matter, you can take this as equation 1 and equation 2, because if you observe something clearly, this one is, the equation 2 is bigger than this 18. So for you to make your work easier, you can take this as equation 1 and equation 2. But let's just work with this. So we can say now, from this expression now, we can divide, just write divide equation 2 by 1. So that means I will have Ar raised to power 5 divided by Ar raised to power 2 is equals to what? 486 divided by what? 18. So of course, A will cancel out A. So if this is r square cancel out of this, you are left with r cube. So let me evaluate this in calculator. 486 divided by 18. I have 27. So this is 27. So this is cube. So we find the cube root of both sides. Cube root of 27. And cube root of 27 will give us 3. So we have the value of A now. So we are asked to find the value of the first term, not R. But we need to calculate the value of R first for us to be able to get the value of what? A. But of course, if you look at this value of R now is 3, it's also part of the option, but it is not, that's what we are looking for. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful. So replace this value now. I will have to clean this part. You have to be very, very careful. So after getting r to be 3, you substitute r equals to 3 in any of these two equations. So you can use equation 1 in equation 1. Equation 1 is ar squared is equals to 18. That means anywhere we see r now, we put what? 3. So this is going to be a bracket 3 raised to power 2 is equals to what? 18. So of course 3 raised to power 2 gives 9, right? So 9 times a gives 9a is equals to what? 18. So to get the value of a, we divide both sides by what? By 9. So this by 9, this by 9. So a is equals to what? 2. Because 9 here 1, 9 here 2. So the final answer for the first term is what? 2. So the answer is A. The option is A rather. So we are done with question 14. So let's move to question 15. It says the area of a rectangular piece of a cardboard paper is 104 centimeters squared. So area is equals to 104 centimeters squared. If its width is 8 centimeters, so this width is same thing as breadth, okay? So W same thing as B. Don't forget that. But most of us are familiar with breadth. So breadth same thing as the width. So the width is 8 centimeters. Find its perimeter. Of course, we are looking for the perimeter of that cardboard. That's a rectangular cardboard. Good. For us to get the perimeter of a rectangular cardboard, something is missing here. We need to calculate the length of that cardboard. Now, how do we get the length of that cardboard? We can get the length of the cardboard by using the formula for area of a rectangle rather. So area of a rectangle, of course, we know is given by length times the breadth. You know, I told you W and B, they are the same. So if you replace the value of area here, which is going to be 104 is equals to length, which is unknown, multiplied by the width, which is what? 8. So we divide both sides by 8. We divide this by 8. This will cancel out this. So we have L to be equals to what? 104 divided by what? 8. So when you divide this, you have what? You should have 13 centimeter. So we've gotten the value of the length of that what? Cardboard. So we can now therefore calculate the perimeter of that cardboard. So perimeter formula is equals to 2 brackets L plus what? W. So if you replace the values now, we have perimeter equals to 2 bracket the length, which is what? 13, plus the weight, which is what? 8. So therefore we have 2 brackets. So 13 plus 8 will give 21. So 21 times 2 gives what? 42. So the perimeter is 42 centimeter. So and that is option B. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Find the determinant of the matrix. Very interesting topic in mathematics. So for you to find determinant of 3 by 3 matrix, because this is actually 3 by 3 matrix, because we have 3 rows and we have 3 columns. These are rows and these are columns. Good. There are principles you need to follow when getting the determinant of 3 by 3 matrix. First principle is you follow the signs plus, minus, plus, and so on and so forth, because I will be using this as my leading cofactor to evaluate others. So if I take the first one, I will reduce this to 2 by 2. I will reduce them to 2 by 2 matrix. So I take the first one, which is what? 2. No, I'm having plus 2. I will reduce it. So look at these two very well now. The number under these two, you will not include them. You will include these 4 numbers here. That's 0, 2, 2, 3. That's for the first one. You go to the next digit, which is what? Minus 3 now. You won't also take the number that falls under it. You take this and you take this. That's 1, 0, 2, and what? 3. Good. Then you take the last one, which is plus 1. Plus 1. You won't take the number under it. You take this 1, 0, 0, 2. 1, 0, 0, 2. So after getting that now, you evaluate the 2 by 2 matrix. That's very simple. So you multiply this and this first. That is from the right to the left, diagonally first. 3 multiplied by 0. Look at, I should have 0 minus 2 multiplied by 2 gives what? 4. That's what I have for this. Then minus 3 bracket again. That's a matrix bracket. 3 times 1 gives what? 3. Minus 0 times 2 gives what? 0. Plus the next one, which is what? 1 bracket. 2 times 1 gives what? 2. Minus 0 times 0 is what? 0. So if you look at what we have here, we are left with what? 2 bracket minus 4 minus 3 bracket 3 plus 1 bracket 2. So I will need to wipe off this part. I'm done with this. So continuation of that. So from what we have here, we can multiply 2 multiplied by minus 4 gives what? Minus 8. Minus 3 times 3 gives what? Minus 9. 1 times 2 gives what? That's plus 2. So minus 8 minus 9, that will give you minus 17. So minus 17 plus 2 gives what? Minus 15. So our answer is minus 15. That's option A. That's how to evaluate the 3 by 3 matrix by getting the determinant of that matrix. So let's move to the next question. Here goes the last question of the day, question 17. Says a helicopter takes 3 hours from Kano to Lagos. We can call that T1, which is 3 hours at a constant speed. Of course, we don't know the speed. Let's call it S1. How long does the same journey takes another helicopter? How long? That means we are looking for T2. Is unknown. Does the same journey take another helicopter at a quarter of the speed of the first helicopter? That means S2 will be equals to the speed of the first one, the quarter of the speed of the first one. That means S1 over 4. So, but note something, that since this constant speed, that means S1 will be equals to what? S2. Okay, so note that. So I can either use S2 here, I use S1 here. They still mean the same thing. But I only want you guys to understand it very well. So something is missing here, which is what? Distance. So we need to get the distance first. So let's refresh our memory back to physics. In physics, there's a common formula that connects speed, distance, and time together. That is, speed is equal to distance over what? Time. So of course, if I take this as my S1, is equals to what? Distance over what? T1. So if I replace now, my S1 is constant. Don't forget that. Then D is what? We don't know. Over the first time, which is what? 3. So if I cross multiply here, I'll have my D to be equals to what? 3S1. So I call that equation 1. Okay, we have our D equals to 3x1. So let's go to the second one. We use the same formula. That's going to be S2 is equals to what? D over what? T2 now. So of course, you know that S2 is equals to what? S1 over 4. So that's going to be S1 over 4 if I replace. Then D, unknown, over T2, which is what? Unknown as well. So if you cross multiply, you will have D to be equals to what? S1 T2 over what? 4. That is equation 2. So after getting these two equations now, the next thing for you to do is to equate them. So we are going to equate the two equations now. I will wipe off this part. So equate 1 and 2. So if I equate 1 and 2, I will have 3S1 is equals to what? S1 T2 over what? 4. Of course, S1 will cancel out S1. So we are left with 3 equals to what? T2 over what? 4. So cross multiply. T2 equals to what? 12 hours. So our answer is 12 hours, and that's option D. So I believe this is clear. So that will mark the end of today's class. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and leave a comment on this video. I'll see you guys in my next class. Bye for now.